Hey guys, good evening. Hello everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yep. Oh my god. We're finally here. We are here. We are finally here. Okay. I'm super excited and I can't wait to give us, what we've been cooking for the past 6 months. Yeah, the cooking is food I've overdone. You know, the soft. All right, guys. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I trust we can hear me clearly. Can we all use the reaction button to signify that where we're joining from, the network is good. We can hear each other clearly, and I mean, I'm clear and I'm audible. All right. So just use the reaction button just to show that your area is good. All right. I see a lot of reactions. That's good. Good. All right. Hello, everyone. Good evening once again. If you're joining us from any part of the country or any part of the world, we are using West African time here. So it means that over here it's evening. All right. My name is Timothy and I'm the fish that is disturbing the group since day one. I'm the fish that have been disturbing you guys. Oh my god, I've read and I'm still reading a lot of comments in my DM. I'm like, come on, you guys are going to have it hot story. Let's just start. Let's start. Several things are gonna happen on this study group, and I cannot wait to take us into it. So with your reactions, shall we begin? Do I have anybody agreeing with me that we should start? Okay, all right, let's start. We are 2 minutes behind our time. So let's just get in. So, welcome to Python Study Group. My name is Timothy, and I would officially be your coach here on this study group. This is Python Study Group. We've come a long way. When I say we've come a long way, I mean we wanted to do the Python study group even before the SQL study group and the Microsoft Excel study group. Python has been on our mind. If you are part of the community, SmartBizCrux data community, then you already remember when we crossed into the year, we had like a goal for the community, right? And we said we were going to launch Python study group in quarter 1, right? That was within January to February or March. And guess what? We didn't, right? There was a lot of things going down in the community. And I mean, as management, we had to do other study group and prepare ourselves before getting into data science and machine learning because this is not for kids. Yeah, data science and machine learning and for kids. You have to come prepared, both mentally, both technically, both like you have to be aware of what you're getting into. And some of us are here to live that goal, that vision that we had early of the year. Some of us were not even part of the vision at all. We were not even in the room when that conversation happened. But here we are being a part of the study group, right? And that's the power of community because we did not just say we were going to do this. We had to make sure that we had our structure in place, we had systems in place, we had resources in place. And of course, myself had to be mentally ready to handle the community, right? Normally, the study group is just for 30 persons. The highest we take is 35 persons. We've never wanted to go 100, but this Python study group was so in demand. Data science, machine learning just seemed to be the right time to get into it. And of course, data analytics too. Yeah, it right now seems like the perfect time to get into it. And no other way can we launch into that as a community if not through a study group? Let me show you what our agenda is tonight. So first of all, I'm going to meet some of us. All right, I'm going to get to hear from some of us. You're going to introduce yourself, to the community. This is a community, this is an open house. All right, so you're going to tell us a little bit about yourself. I have a template, don't worry, that we're going to use to introduce yourselves. And then I'm going to introduce myself. I'm going to talk a little bit about myself so that you can know who you're about to meet. I mean, if you've been in the community by now, you already know whose voice you're hearing. It's Timothy, and it's not just Timothy. Oh, you can't hear me. If you can hear me, probably you leave the call and join back. How many of us can still hear me, please? Just to indicate that the network is good where we're joining from. Oh, great. Peter, Arinze, Oluwagood, Ngozi, Sweetheart. Awesome. All right. A lot of us are hearing. So I think it's actually your network. So you probably want to leave the call and join back quickly because it's your network. All right. It's definitely the network. Sorry about that though. So after a little bit of introduction about myself, I'm going to take us into a roller coaster into the study group. All right. I'm going to take us into the study group to help you understand what it is you've signed up for. Some of us joined the first study group that we did, which was free, and we must have come across the Python study group and felt like, oh, okay, Timothy is back again with something this crazy. All right, so it's good to have everyone join in from our previous editions to our previous study groups to quite a lot of things is happening right now because I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces and I'm also seeing a lot of new faces. I can't wait to get into the study group. I can't wait to meet us in person. I can't wait for you to say, Coach, I'm having error, Coach, why is this thing not working? I can't wait to hear all that because trust me, you are going to have those experience. Yeah, I can't wait. I just can't wait. And then we're going to take question and answer, right? Some of us already have questions, and the questions have been in my DMs. I'm hoping that this call we will be able to answer as much questions as possible. All right, so this is what we have on the table. All right, there's going to be an introduction. You introduce yourself, I'll introduce myself, I'll talk about the study group, I'll talk about the modality of the study group. What is this program about? What should you look forward to? What is the structure? What are the things you've put in place to make this a success? And what are the challenges you're going to face? What are the things you should prepare ahead for? Then you're going to ask me all of your billions questions, and we're going to have a close of tonight. Okay? I trust we're ready. I trust we're set because I'm about to hear from some of us who and what we do. All right, so let's begin. Let's begin. This is a good choice. All right, it's a good choice. So you're not in the wrong place. You're actually in the right place. Elijah, I think it's your network. Yeah. That's exactly. It's the person's network. So I want to meet some of us. If you wish to introduce yourself, you could raise your hand. We're going to follow the same format. You're going to tell us your name. You're going to tell us what you do currently, and then you're going to tell us where you're joining from. All right. If you wish to introduce yourself, you could just raise your hand, or I could go the official way that I plan to go. All right. Who's open to introducing themselves? Don't worry. You're the one to talk, right? When you start struggling, you're going to talk.
Hello.
Okay, great.
Yeah, good evening.
Kola. Alpha.
I'm good. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, they're all right.
All right. So, good evening, everyone.
Okay, so hold on.
I think
Kola,
it's my next.
once Kola introduces himself, please let's all mute our mics. Once Kola introduces himself, he's going to pass the mic to someone else. So once Kola calls your name, you are the next person to introduce yourself. All right. So Kola will introduce himself, and if we pick anybody on the call. And if the person does not speak, Kola, you pick another person. That's how we're going to pass it until we get to the seventh person. I just want to take 7 people. All right, Kola, the floor is yours.
All right. Thank you very much. Good evening once again, everyone. And I hope you are doing fine. Sorry, the echo is for me. I can still hear myself.
Okay, can we all mute our mics? Please mute your mic. The call is recorded so that it sounds better when we all listen to it again. Thank you.
All right. So, thank you very much. So, I'm Kola Olinde by name, and I am a data analyst and also a BI developer. I'm currently the Tableau ambassador for Akure community, and uh, I've been a member of uh, SBC for quite a long time. I think one of the pioneer members. So, and I'm happy to join this call to also join this study group because I have a lot of my people on this group, right? So I'm eager to actually be part of the study group, while I also join my oga, which is Timothy, for us to like have this uh, Python study. I think I was also on the SQL study group also. So I'm also eager to like be part of this stuff. And I want to say I want to give kudos to Timothy for this amazing work that you're doing. Sincerely speaking, what you are doing, you really don't know the weight of it. And I just hope that everyone on this call can take this opportunity, because when we started, there was nothing like this, right? So, Timothy, well done. Thank you very much. And God will help us. All right. So, I'm passing the mic to Sahadat. I think she's one of the people that I know very well. So, Sahadat, I think I can see her. So, you can have the floor. Sahadat, you can have the floor. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Kola.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Reading Sada. I'm one of Mr. Collar's students. Thank you.
Yes, I had that. Follow the format. So, what do you currently do, and where are you joining from? And then you pass the mic to someone else. So, just follow the format on the screen, okay? So, tell us your name, tell us where you're joining, tell us what you currently do, and tell us where you're joining from. So that, and then you can pass the mic by calling on that person's name. So, how that you hear? So, how that are you
Okay,
there?
I
Oh,
can
okay,
hear you.
okay, good.
Okay. My name is Reading Sada. Currently, I'm not really doing anything for now. Then where am I joining from? I joined the group from my tutor, Mr. Collar. So that's how I joined the group.
All right, thank you very much. Nice to have you. Call someone else that you want to pass the mic to.
I don't know anyone here, but let me.
Yeah, just check. I'll call someone's name. So Hada, just call any name that you see on the charts. Just call any name. It's not. Don't take long minutes. We have a lot to do tonight. Is
Vivian.
there?
Glory Vivian.
Vivian. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, Vivian. The call is yours.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay,
we can
good
hear you
evening,
clearly.
everyone.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Glory Vivian, also one of Mr. Collar's students and an aspiring data analyst. And I'm joining from Akure, Ondo State. I'll be passing the mic to my namesake, Vivian.
Okay.
Okay, good evening. I was actually saying something before our answer the Thank you very much for the again. Good evening, everyone. My name is Thomas Sigmund, and I'm a geologist. I work at Rwanda, and I'm joining
Yeah,
from.
Vivian, you're not clear. Are you using a Bluetooth or an earpiece?
Oh,
Because
okay.
you're not clear.
Yes.
You're not clear.
Okay, okay. Let me just disconnect.
Okay.
Good
All right.
evening. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. We can hear
Oh,
you clearly now.
okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Gomez Vivian, and I'm a geoscientist in geology. I work at the Rwesa and I'm Ocean State, Oshopo. So I'll be passing the mic. So let me call the guy because it has been ladies that have been talking. Um, Let me pass the mic to Peter.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, Peter, we can
Okay.
hear you clearly.
Okay, my name is Peter Oyanorafo. I currently work in supply chain and I currently reside in Lagos State. I'm an aspiring
Awesome.
data scientist. I'll be passing the mic to eBay.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Ibiru Oyidia. I currently reside in Lagos and also I'm an aspiring data scientist learning too. So I'll pass the mic to Kolawole. I think that's the name.
Okay, all right. So that's our sixth person. Wow. You passed the mic back to Kola only that first volunteer to start the introduction. So that's my cue. That's my cue. That's my cue to take over. All right.
Give
Thank you
me the
so
mic
much.
now.
I know. No. Oh, yeah. Talk. Sorry.
Ah,
Take it, right?
hi, good
Oh,
evening,
yeah, talk.
everybody. Right.
Hi, good
Hi,
evening.
everyone. My name is Duro Timmy. I am. Hi, good evening. I'm an operations associate slash project manager slash operations manager. I am currently in Accra. Now, I want to quickly share why I chose to join this. So, I'm working on a project in climate science and I'm using R. And R is frustrating. The syntax is really driving me crazy. Now, I know Python is somewhat easier to understand, and that's why I've come to learn. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Drew. Drew, you're doing like you're a stranger here. Kilo share. What's your All right. So yep. So nice to meet us. So nice. Don't mind Duro. He's doing like he doesn't know me in person. Okay, so it's so good to have everyone on the call. And yes, I have so much to tell us about the study group because this is serious business. And there's a lot of things that we've put in place to make sure that this study group is successful. I know that a lot of persons would drop from the study group, but I feel you should know what you're about to get into so that if you find reason to pull back, this would be your reminder. All right, this is going to be your reminder. So let's get into it. All right, so welcome to Python Study Group. My name is Timothy, and first thing I want you to think about is what's your previous experience before now is. Have you ever wanted to like write? Have you ever written a line of Python code before? If you've written a line of Python code before, put your fingers up. You've written a line of Python code before, put your fingers. Okay. I see Vivian, I see Latifa, I see Peter, I see Ngozi. Okay, I see Latifa, I see Mustafa, I see Paul, I see Inen, I see Daniel, I see Ruth. Oh, Joy, did you do thumbs down or thumbs up? I wanted you guys to put your hands up, like raise your hand, not to react, like raise your hand, like put a finger up, like hand up. Yeah. I want to see your hand. Keep your hand up. Still keep your hands up. You've written a Python code before, just keep your hands up. All right, a good number of us. Okay. The number is still coming up. Keep your hands up. Just keep your hands up like that. You've written Python code before. Good. I like that. More hands, more hands. Any more hands going up? Any more hands going up? Okay, just 14 of us. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Still keep your hands up. Oh. Don't put your hand down yet. All right. So the second question is, when you were writing the Python code, were you writing it to build a project or were you just playing around? If you were doing it for a project, still keep your hands up. But if it was not for a project, you can put your hand up. The Python code you were writing, was it for a project? If it was for a project, let your hand still be up. But if it's for shiri, you can put your hand up. If it's for play or practice, you can put it up. But if it's for project, like it was a project you were working on and you were vibe coding, like you literally saw yourself vibe coding with AI, but you did not know shit about that code. Still keep your hand up. Okay, all right. So we've come down to 4. Good. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Now, I see the reason why I'm asking us to do this is because I needed to understand that we are all here to learn from each other. All right. There is no one that should shun you from asking question. There's no one that should shun you from expressing yourself. There's no one that should shun you or make you feel intimidated that, oh, this person is a boss, he has done. Nah. Because if you have done that, you should not be here. You should be somewhere else shining. All right. All right. Thank you very much. You can all put your hands down now. Thank you very much. Okay. So in this study group, I hope to take us from complete beginner to being able to build Python projects. Right here on the call, you're going to have, I mean, when I say on the call, I mean here on the study group, you're going to build projects before the end of this program. You're going to be coming out with projects, data science projects, data analytics projects that reflect your skills. But it's only if you get to the end, because you have to go through a series of topics, 20 lessons to be more specific, to help you build that skills that you need to build a project using Python. Not vibe coding. No, I'm not saying vibe coding where AI is the one coding and you are chewing gala and VGMake, or you're eating a dinner and Python is doing and AI is writing your code for you. No, I'm saying you are the one coding it because you understand what you're writing. And even when you vibe code with, you know, with knowledge, not, you know, let's not go there. Yeah, you can put your hands down. I'm sorry. You can put your hands down. All hands can go down. Okay, so let's get to meet who is Coach Timothy. Who's this guy? Like, who is this guy? All right. So a little 6 things about me. First, I'm a fully Chukwemeka Timothy. All right. And I am a data professional and a coach. Right. And 4 things that actually interest me when it comes to like the technical side of things. One is data analytics, machine learning, statistics, building community, and quantum computing, right? I'm currently transitioning into quantum machine learning, right? And the passion for me is to solve quantum error correction in quantum computers. That's my goal. Like that's what I really want to contribute to in quantum machine learning. But then it's not about me, but I just need you to understand that these are the things my life evolves around. Okay, working with data analytics, working with machine learning, statistics, and building a community. I mean, if you were impressed by my community activities. Like you literally enjoy how I handle the community, even as your coach. Right. So that's my community skills. Like I to an extent I'm still trying, sha, but I can try to manage the community and keep people active and consistent and committed to their growth. Right. And have I helped build people from novice to project level? Yes. I've done it with SQL study group. People came together, they had no knowledge of SQL, and today they have projects and they have a portfolio to show some of the work that they have done. I've done it both within and out of the country, meaning I've had Nigerian clients, I've had UK and all sorts of clients that I have built from no idea to project level. So it means that I have the ability to help you build your skills. If you can just stick to the rules, if you can stick to, what are laid down to help us stay committed, consistent, and focused. I'm someone that loves excellence. I love details and I can be diligent to something that I love, right? Because if you're going to be a data person, you have to learn to be detailed. You have to learn to be very detailed about things. You can't miss an idea. You can't miss a thought because all these things come together to make, the entire system that data powers. Well, I'm very interested in people. I love to work with numbers and I think process is something that I am very drawn to. That's just the 6 things about me. But this study group is not about me, so I'm just going to walk away. Thank you very much. So, what is the study group really about? What's the study group really about? What are we here for? Why should you care about being a part of it? Why should you commit your time and resources and pay for certificate? Why should you even put anything? Why should you lift a finger for the study group? Well, this is it. This is it. Now, the first thing is that the study group starts first with defining the audience. This study group is is for complete beginners, right? You're someone that is very curious about programming, you're someone that's curious about data, and you have no experience. This is the right place for you. If you're an aspiring data analyst, you're building your skills to become a data analyst, to become a data scientist, you really want to like be grounded in the concept and the techniques of becoming a data professional, well, this is it. And if you are someone that wants to apply the knowledge of Python programming to, automating your tasks, analyzing data, well, this is also for you. This makes you a working professional. If you fall in any of these 3 categories, then this is for you, because all of the resources and structures and systems that have been put in place was actually designed for this audience, and that's you. Now, why is this different from a typical online course? Why is this not a course? Why did we? And I should tell you, we've built a complete data science course. and we had to crash the course down to build a study group. Why did we have to go through that? Why did we have to crush an entire 16 weeks of data science course and decide to build a study group? Well, the idea is when you put your learning in a timeline, it makes it easy for you to achieve your goals. And that's why we decided to make a study group. So, a study group that is within 60 days, and not just that it's in 60 days, is it has structured lessons. And you're not just taking this lesson, you have a coach to guide you, which is me, the sacrificial lamb that have offered himself to be slayed. But I'm not your Jesus. Okay. So I believe that if we can have a platform that has a strict timeline to a particular number of days that will take to cover something, it can to an extent push you to really build the skills that you want to have in data science and data and machine learning. Secondly, why this is different from a typical online course is because to be able to build knowledge of data science and machine learning, you need to have a fundamental of Python. And one of the best way to learn Python is by daily exercises and assessments. Someone should be able to assess your understanding. Someone should be able to say, "Oh, no, you didn't really get that." It's so easy to be fooled by AI that you understand programming. So you need someone that can look at your skills or look at what you've done and say, "Nah, nah, nah, you didn't really get this. Maybe you can make adjustments. Maybe you should like add this. Look at what you did. You missed this." You need someone to be able to assess you, and then you need an exercise, something to test your understanding. Because while you're taking the lessons within the 60 days, you need exercises and assessment in between this lesson. And that's why the study group is preferred over an online course. Another reason is because it's so easy for you to start something and not finish it. But when there is a demand in your head, a demand from other people to, to be inspired, to be encouraged, to be pushed, an environment where you can be accountable to other people, where the activities of other people inspire you, where you are grouped into a team to work on a project and you're building that ability to solve problems. That is why the study group beats an online course. And let's not forget, in this program, there is the idea of case study, which I call gifts. How many of us have actually had a study? I've taken any of our study group gifts. Like, if you've done a quiz before, a gift, sorry, if you've taken a gift before, raise your hand because you guys can be able to explain what a gift look like. And it's not friendly. Promise. Do you want to talk about, just tell us in one word, what was the gift like for you? Or in a sentence?
It's a brain teaser. Let me just leave it at that.
I mean, how was the gift for you? I mean, are you there? Okay, all right. So, okay, I mean, you can speak here.
Actually, it's actually a pathway to understand what we be taught. Part of like, let me say, uh, a guide to make us
Exactly.
understand what we're learning. Yeah, I think that's what the
All
gift for
right.
me.
Okay, thank you very much. I mean, you were not really clear, but I got you. One of the things Amina said was it was a guide. It was to prepare you for something. And Somto Chukwemeka said it's the brain teaser because the goal is to make sure that you're not vibe coding. I know there's AI. I know you have so many AI. In fact, I use AI a lot, but that's not the idea because if you're good at something, AI becomes an assistant. But if you're not good at something, AI becomes your king. You tend to admire what he's doing, whereas it's not making you the picture. It's taking away the beauty and the light from you. You're the star. AI is supposed to support your work. So it means if you spend time going through the gifts and the project, I promise you, this is not capping. You will get better in this study group. I can promise you that. But you have to stay true. You have to stay to the end of it. If you decide to opt out, you're not going to even get that experience because these are the experience you get midway. All right. You don't get them like, you don't just get them, you get them midway. All right. So that's like how this study group is more preferred to an online course. And if you have any opportunity to speak to anybody that have taken the study group before, they will tell you that they prefer this over a course. I mean, let's even talk about Somto. Somto was there when we designed the first our course platform called StartX. Somto, do you want to talk a little bit about it? We had a course, we had to crash the entire course to build study group, right? Somto, do you want to say like maybe one or two things? What did you prefer, the course that we built, or did you prefer the study group?
Okay, I'll say I think the study group helps us better. It makes us to grow better because during the time of the course there were a lot of hastiness and trying to meet up with other things and the activity. I, the long and short of it was that is that the study group was better for me. Actually, it was better for me because it helped us to practice more. There were more practicals than the theoretical aspect of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the change. That's what we want to move out from. We want to do more of practice. We want to do more practice. AI can teach you a thing, but the practice is where we don't have. An AI agent can teach you, like can literally teach you data analysis on the go. An AI agent can teach you data analysis, but the practice part is where we don't get. And I think if we can get this in the study group, you will become a better data scientist, a better data analyst, a better machine learning engineer than just taking courses and you don't have like that space to practice with someone. I'm not saying practice on your own. I'm saying practice with someone. Someone puts you in a group and you guys as a group work together and you get to like learn and make mistakes and get better at it. That's what the study group is. All right, now these are the C structure that makes up this Python study group. Let's now be more specific. One is active learning. You're going to be coding, you're going to be thinking, you're going to be understanding so many concepts and so many fundamentals that underlines or that runs under machine learning and data science and under Python. You're going to be understanding some basics, all right? Second thing, you're going to be applying these things. You're not just going to be learning them. In the program, you will apply them. I would give you practice. I will look at what you've done. I will correct you. You will struggle. You will want to beat me, but you cannot touch me, but you will still practice. Yeah, yeah. I just said it. Yeah, I said it. All right. We also have community support. You have an environment of people that are also inspired like you. You have an environment of other people that are learning. So if you feel like you're discouraged, you always have a community to come back to. You have a community to come back to and see other people doing something that you also said you were going to do. And that somehow inspires. All right. That somehow inspires. All right. And then when we get into the project and the case study, which is the gift, you're going to be working from theory to practical application of Python. All right. And then let's not forget the rules. We have entry policies, we have structures in place to make sure that you finish this study group. So this is not like the SQL study group where some of us just walked away. I mean, I felt disrespected when after all the work, after all the quality of hard work we've put into the study group, someone just decided that they were going to leave without talking to a coach, without saying anything. I felt so disrespected. I felt like that's not going to happen again because it takes so much to put a structure in place and to bring people and not require money from them. It takes so much. So why would you just walk away without that? So this is the things that have inspired. A lot of people start something, they don't finish it. Well, let it be that you didn't finish because you broke the rules and you chose to break the rule by choice. When you're done with this study group, you're going to come out with a certificate that really reflects your commitment, something that you can always look back and say, yep, that was Timothy. He did this to me. He left me this car. He was the one that broke this. He was the one that pissed me off. He was the one. I know some people want to beat me after the study group. That was crazy. I'm laughing because you guys are going to remember this experience when you are at the middle of this study group. You're going to remember what I'm saying right now. All right. So how do you reposition yourself? How do you position yourself to get the best here? All right. Well, these are just the few things I'm going to tell you. First, I need you to understand why you should care about learning Python as a data professional. You need to understand why it's important for you to care about learning Python. One is Python is great for automation. When you have a task and you want to repeat less of of your work, once you understand the scripts of how to write a Python, then it's how to write a Python script. Once you understand the script of Python, you can then research around that automation, around that work, because you understand the basics of how Python works. It gives you the ability to automate your tasks. So whether you're building a dashboard, whether you're trying to build a model, Python could actually be integrated in it. Also, Python is the language that you need to be able to understand data analytics, machine learning, all in one language. So it means if you have a fundamental knowledge well and you go through this study group well, you can come out with a very sound knowledge of data analytics, data science, and even have projects reflecting your skills. Also, Python is ranked as one of the top skills that every data professional should learn. All right. There are others. I mean, Duro was talking about R. Yeah, I write R scripts too, because I mean I have a background in statistics and I know how R is frustrating. I know how R is not even R does not care whether you're having fun or not. Shall just import your library. Shall just but Python really cares whether you are understanding. You know, Python cares. It's friendly. It wants to get close to you, but don't dream about it though, because you know, let's not go there. All right. And then with Python, you can actually prepare yourself for what these companies are hiring. A lot of companies are hiring people that have Python skills in data science, people that have Python skills for machine learning, for data science, for data analytics, even for cleaning data, for automation. So if you really get this clearly, you've built a good foundation for yourself. You would not really have to go back to, taking a course again, because you already will have projects that get you ready into opportunities. So you just keep building projects that aligns with the industry that you're interested in. That's after the study group. Are we still together? You can use the reaction just to show that you're still here, because I know it feels like this. I'm saying a lot, but I'm not saying a lot. I'm just telling you what you're here for. All right. Also, I see a lot of hands. Thank you so much, guys. Now, what matters here? What matters here? I know many things are going to be happening, but I need you to understand the way we've structured the study group. 30% of what we do here is, learning and practicing. 20% of what we do here is review calls. Yeah, if you have your question, you can put it in the chat, in the comments, so that you don't forget it. So that you know, once I'm done, I'm just going to go straight to the question, or you can write it down if you don't want to share it in the group. I mean, on the chat here on Google Meet. All right. Or you can just, you can write it down so that you don't forget it. All right. Because I want to really take questions and I'm sincere about it. I want to really hear what we think about this. All right. So 15% of what we do here is driven by accountability, having people to inspire you, to push you to keep learning, having partners, having people that are consistent and challenging your own learning. And then 35%, which is the largest portion of what we do here, is applied projects. So you see that project and practicing and learning daily have like the largest share of our journey here. And it means that if you really take your time and you're intentional about about what we're doing here, you can come out 100% sound from this study group. All right. Now, this is how you can position yourself. One is I need you to be actively practicing on a daily basis. You might not really practice daily, but at least you should be able to cover lessons that are being pushed on the course platform. All right, take lessons daily, be consistent, be more consistent. If you have to create 30 minutes on you can just say, hey Siri, create a reminder for Python study group, 9 o'clock, 11:30. Don't go to bed without practicing. That's what I'm just trying to tell you. Don't go to bed without completing a lesson. Don't go to bed without going through the course and checking a lesson, because a lesson is going to be added every 2 days. All right. This is going to be more disciplined than other study group even. A lesson is going to be added every 2 days. So you want to cover this lesson. All right. And when you take this lesson, I need you to show me that you're really taking those lessons by leaving a comment on each lesson. So when you take a lesson, you leave a comment, you take a screenshot of your quiz because you're going to be taking quizzes after every lesson. And then you take that screenshot and post it on the WhatsApp group and tag me, just like how we do it in the study group. That's our system for the study group. Every time you take a quiz after a lesson, you're going to take a quiz. After the quiz, you take a screenshot and you post it on the group and you tag me. That's how we get things moving on the study group, right? That's how we push ourselves. That's how we inspire ourselves. All right. I also would need you to embrace discomfort. Of course, Python is not, it sounds easy, but we will also get to the hard part. Python sounds easy, but we're going to get to the hard part. And I need you to grow into it. I need you to embrace discomfort. Start now to tell yourself, if things get hard here, I'm not going to run. You have run for too long now. Sure, you never tire. Every time you're starting a Python, you're starting Python, and welcome to Python, introduction to Python, welcome to Python. You know, tire. Tell yourself, I am going to embrace this, whether it's hard or not. And if it gets hard, I'm going to go into Timothy's DM and I'm going to shout, help, help, help. I'm going to go to the DM, I'm going to shout, help. Right? Because that's what we are, a community to help you, push you through your learning. And while we are learning and doing all these things, we're going to be documenting and pushing our work on LinkedIn and on GitHub. So while you're, learning about this, doing your project, practicing, we have a timetable, a plan. Every 5 days, everything. Hello. So exactly every time, hello world, every time, hello world. All right. So we have a timetable for putting your work on LinkedIn. So while you're learning, you're gonna be sharing your journey. Sometimes it's hard to come up with the content to post on LinkedIn. Sometimes it's hard to know, what will I write on this LinkedIn? So I don't even know. You don't need to worry about that here on the study group, because what you're learning, you can turn it to be a content and put it on LinkedIn and say, oh, this is my first 5 days into the Python study group. Man, I've learned this, I've learned that, and I've learned how to apply this. I'm really learning a lot, and I hope to stay true. Once you put content like that, those that are reading it and they kind of are, inspired by it, they would also share their opinion too with you. They say, oh yeah, Python, that guy, I remember when I learned Python that year. You just start seeing people, take interest in you. So already you're building your online presence, even without bothering yourself about, oh, what do I post? What do I write? How am I going to write it? Nah. You just have. And then, another beautiful thing, when you write about your post on LinkedIn, each person that writes about their post on LinkedIn, come to the community here and post it. Share the link. Share the link. While you share the link, every other person among ourselves, among the community, we're going to follow, we're going to like each other's post, keep our community active, keep each other learning, keep each other following. And that's how we're going to build ourselves in the public. Are we still together, guys? Reactions? You're still with me? I've not lost you. Network has not taken you away. You can't trust this guy, right? You can't trust this network. Nah. I can't even trust. Network is always reminding us who's in charge. Oh, come on, I hate that guy. He's always reminding us, Oga, I'm in charge of this call. Remind yourself, hold something. Network is always reminding us who's in charge. So I don't want to lose you. Okay, that's why I'm asking you to react. All right, and then don't forget, we have a community that supports you. We're gonna like each other's posts. We're gonna comment. We're gonna celebrate each other. We're gonna rise together, and that's how the study group is designed. Okay, so you want to ask yourself, will I learn, share, and apply what I learn and be consistent here? Will I show up every day and every Friday? I'll tell you more about Fridays. Fridays are very special days for us here in the study group, so I'm going to tell you more about it. But you should ask yourself if you're going to show up every day taking lessons, if you're going to show up every Friday on live calls with me, if you're going to keep pushing yourself even when it gets through. Well, if your answer is yes to this question, well, the study group is designed to help you get into it. Now, how do you stay disciplined? Discipline is a tough thing. Let's be honest. It's so hard to do something when nobody's paying you to do that thing. Who agrees with me? It's so hard when there is nobody giving you a reward for that thing. It's so easy to be rewarded for what you love, and it's so hard for nobody to even recognize that. Nobody's seeing me, and nobody's reward. Like, you tomorrow morning, you just say, "I'm not doing it again. Where's my bag? Where is my bag? I'm out of this." I'm out of here, man. It's so easy to walk away from something when you're learning on your own, when nobody's encouraging you, when you don't have that resource, when you don't have that discipline. So I want to talk about my discipline framework. How are you going to stay true to this program? How have I planned it that how, Timothy, how are you going to make me stay true in this program? How? Well, let me talk to you about my how. Yeah. Now, one of the ways that I'm going to help you stay true to this program is one, policies and guideline. You know how everybody is conscious about breaking a rule because they know that when they break the rule, they're gonna go to jail. Remember that shit, that stuff. If you break a rule, you go to jail. That's it. If you break a rule, you're out. Yes, I'll say it again. If you break a rule, you're out. You're out. You're out and you're out. You're literally out. I will be so glad to remove you if you break a rule. I will be so glad because I would not put all these efforts and structure. And you tell me, see, I was sleeping. Oh, guy, you will sleep that sleep out of the study. And I'm serious about it because the structure in place is for you to stay consistent and committed, even when it's not favorable. So you decide to break a rule, me and you, we are going out. I'll just escort you out and then me, I'll come back. I'll just escort you out. I'll tell you sorry, your DM. I'll tell you, oh, sorry, sorry. Oh, you don't have the money to join back. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay. And that's it. That's it. That's it. So you want to keep this thing in mind. One of the things that I'm going to try to do is to make sure that there is daily engagements. All right. When there's a new lesson, my assistant is going to post it on the community. And when that lesson is posted, it's going to be on the Google Classroom. So you go on Google Classroom, you take the lesson, you take the quiz, you take a screenshot. There is deadline. So I will encourage you to respect deadline. Those coming from previous study group, you know how deadlines are. If you miss it, I've missed it. This one is not no edge. I'm not edging anybody. If you miss your deadline, you've missed it, and it's counting for you. So you can't miss deadline. All right. One of the things we also do here is that the WhatsApp group is where we share, where we participate as a community. So in the WhatsApp group, there's going to be a lot of, messages. And I should even tell you that each lesson that is added on the classroom closes after 48 hours. So if the lesson is added and you say, I'll take the lesson tomorrow, trust me, that's the devil deceiving you because that tomorrow, that lesson have closed. Amen, somebody. Because that lesson is going to close. It's going to close after 48 minutes. After 48 hours, that lesson is going to close. You're going to be like, oh my God, I thought I saw the lesson. Where's it? Where's it? Is it? The lesson is gone. Like the lesson is gone. You've missed it. So you don't want to miss a lesson because this lesson are the lessons that builds up you knowing the fundamentals to be able to do your project and have lots of case study files, like work on your case study. All right. So if we talk about documentation, we're going to be using GitHub to document our work. Of course, GitHub is a professional place for programmers. So all of our Python code, all of the work that we do, are going to be documenting it on our GitHub portfolio. So your GitHub is going to look like, that chat on GitHub. I don't know if you have seen that chat on GitHub that shows that you're consistent. GitHub has this chat. It's going to show you that you're consistent. You see this green, 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 green. And if you're not consistent, you see a lot of white. Who knows what I'm saying? It can't be just me saying. I mean, I can't be the only one saying this. You guys know what I'm saying, right? Right. Really. You guys have forgotten the consistency on GitHub. Yes. If you're not consistent, GitHub will tell you, oh guy, you're not serious with your career. Sorry. You have a profile here, but you're not serious. GitHub will tell you that. And you feel bad when you see white as if it was an artwork. But when you start to see green, 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 you're like, what's going on here? Is this my profile? It becomes very encouraging. I remember when I applied for one job, I think that was like 4 years ago. This was back then when my career was still like starting. So the guy went to my GitHub. He said, your GitHub is nothing to write home about. I said, guy, how far? I don't know, they tell me this one. I felt bad because someone that was technical enough said my GitHub did not have anything to encourage him that I have the technical skills. That's why you're going to be documenting your work on GitHub. Okay, and then we're going to be writing about it on LinkedIn. Of course, LinkedIn is like a community. I know there's a lot of things happening on LinkedIn. It can be overwhelming. Some people just hate the app, right? Some people hate the app, but the Lord will help us. We will cross that app. Anyways, and then let's talk about review calls, right? Review calls. We have review calls every Friday by 9 p.m. West African time. This time that you join the review, that you're doing your onboarding, is the time that we are dedicating to the study group every Friday. It's just for an hour. You're going to join the call with your PC or without your PC. Some of us are going to like show me what you're doing. And you say, Coach, you know how some of you used to talk, right? Coach, I was doing this and I don't know what I was doing. Oh my God. Well, you're going to show me, oh my God, and I'm going to try to fix your code. That's on the review call. So the review call is where I get to see what you're doing, answer technical questions, get feedback on where we are struggling. And if I have to recreate another lesson again, I do it. And if somebody head is catching fire, your head is catching fire, come to the review call, come and tell me, Coach, please put on the AC. My head is on fire. I'll tell you how I put on AC in the study group. So that's the review call. All right. Okay, so let's move on. Let's talk about the rules. Now, this is the real thing. These are the things that can make you be excused. You know that word is very polite. Like that word is very polite. You'll be excused from the study group. That's so polite. And I think I can be polite. But the truth is that word means you'll be removed. So just tell yourself, if you break these rules, you'll be removed. So if you want to be removed, just be breaking the rules, just have fun, break the rules. By the end of the week, we'll do myself and my team, we're going to sit down, we'll look at everybody from the back end. Some people will go home, while some people will stay. And you remember those programs I used to watch where some people go home and it's be like, no, Stella, don't go. Stella, don't go. Oh God, Stella is going. She was not serious and she did not take the study group serious. Thank you very much. So if you miss if you miss three assessments, you're going home or you're going back to where you came from. If you miss review call twice, you're going back to wherever you came from. And I'm serious about it. I don't even like working with a lot of numbers. I like small numbers. So if you feel like you want to just grant my wish, be going. This study group has taken so much from me, has taken so much from some people because I'm putting them on a very, very hot line. So you cannot come in and not take it serious too. Except you feel like this is not for you, then you can just walk away. All right. And if you miss two case study files, our case study files are they are the gift I talked about. I call them gifts, but they're actually case studies. So if you miss to submit two, well, your risk of leaving the group is just increased by plus 100. Okay, it just increased by plus 100. So there's a higher chance that if you don't submit a gift, you'll be going home or you'll be going back to wherever you came from. But if you feel, okay, I did not intentionally do this. It was not like I just, then you want to join back, then there's a entry fee of 5,000 so that I be paying you that you paid something for this study group. Because I know that some of us came in because we really wanted to learn. And I really, really recognize and appreciate that. That's the reason why the study group is free. But if you now decide that you have two head, you have coconut head, and you break the rules, well, the coconuts will also break last. So that's your re-entry fee. So for me and you to be at peace, both on earth and let's not go there, but on earth, for me and you to be at peace, just follow the rules. You get, just follow the rules. Now, how have we structured this study group to make you skilled and confident? How have we structured this study group to make you skilled and confident? Let's get into it. Now, this study group is broken down into six quadrants. In the first quadrant, we're going to start by the fundamentals of Python. All right, you're going to be covering lessons that helps you to understand Python basics. Talk about variables, data type, operators, text manipulation, data structure. We're going to talk about that. But when we get to the second quadrant, now each quadrant is 5 days. Oh, let me just even tell you, each quadrant is 5 days. This is the real part of the study group now. This is where you want to stay close to your, to your phones and your PC. All right. This journey is broken down into phases. After every phase, you're going to be doing a case study, which I call I'll give you a gift. So I'm going to give you a gift after a case after 5 days. A very interesting gift, all right, which is called case study. So you're going to work on a case study where you try to apply what you've learned in the first 5 days to an industry that has a problem. Okay. So it means that after 5 days, you're going to do a case study, which is a gift, and then you go to second quadrant. Second quadrant, you're going to learn about programming logic. Okay, you're going to learn about control statement, dictionary list, loop function, how to handle errors, how to debug your code. Second quadrant. After the second quadrant, which is 5 days, you take another gift. Bam. After the gifts, you will now be splitted into a team where you will work on projects. So after 2 quadrants, you're going to be working on a team project. Of course, if you're coming from the previous study group, you already know how we do it. You will first take the gifts, then you will now take what? Team project. You will then be split into a team to do projects, and then you work together in your team. You're going to have a captain. You're going to vote a captain among yourself in your team, and you guys are going to like brainstorm and come up with stuff and all of that. Then we have the third quadrant. This is where you now start to work with data. You talk about array, talk about data frame, talk about data cleaning, data aggregation, combining data together. All right. And then in the fourth quadrant, we're talking about data visualization, how to use Matplotlib and Seaborn. When we get to when we are done with the fourth quadrant, of course, after every quadrant is a what? Who is in the comment section? After every quadrant is a what? Ah, I've lost you all. After every
After the
quadrant is a
program,
what?
you will
Is
give
a
a gift.
A
gift. Thank
gift.
you. And after 2 quadrants is a what?
Group projects.
Thank
Yep.
you very much. Team projects. Somebody head is on fire. Don't let it quench you because I will see you at the end. All right. Then after we're done with quadrant 3 and 4, then we take another project and then we get into quadrant 5 and 6. So in quadrant 5, you're going to be focusing on actually when you get quadrant 6, you won't be doing project again. Don't worry. This is where you are going to now start, setting up your LinkedIn properly. I mean, it's not even setting up, making sure that you are meeting the requirements for graduation because I'm going to give you a list. Promise, you remember? I mean, no, you remember? I'll
Yes,
give you a
so
list of what you need to graduate. You start putting it in order. It's free, don't worry, you're not paying anything. All right, except you're paying for the certificate. But if you're paying for the certificate, at that point, I will start to prepare you. You set up, you do a lot of, posting. You're going to post your project professionally. I'm going to look at it. If it's not good, I'll tell you, correct this one, correct that one, correct this one, correct that one. So that's what happens when we get to the sixth quadrant. All right, it's going to be very exciting, I promise you. I wish I was a student in the study group, but I paid for a course. I signed up for a course in December, quantum computing. I was the only African in that course. Out of a course of 16 students, actually there were 15 plus the coach. I was the only African in that course. While I was taking the course, I felt like these people should create a structure now. People are not, everybody is busy. All the people on this course, they are big men and big women. Can you guys have a structure to make people consistent? There was no structure for people to be consistent. I was so angry. I was like, oh God, this is not nice. I wanted to help them manage the community. But I paid a lot of money. So I came there to come and collect my own and be good. So learning can be difficult when you don't have systems and structure to make you stay committed. And that's what we're trying to bridge here in the study group. Now, let me explain the gifts because I know I've been saying gift, 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 gift. A lot of people are like saying, what is gift? Let me give you a prototype of your gift. Now, this is your gift one. Gift one is your first industry challenge. This is where I want to really test if you can apply your understanding, if you can apply what you've learned to solve a problem. This is where I want to test it. I want to test it. I'm going to test your thinking. I know some of you will go and use AI to do your gift, but the Lord help you when you come back, and I will catch you. I will tell you, okay, this is not what I told you to do. You know, AI now, that guy is very funny. It can be doing south when you want it to do north. So when you bring it, we'll talk. Hmm? We'll talk. I will know if you use your head or use AI. But some people can still use AI, you will not know, Sha. So I respect and I greet you all. You know yourself. You know yourself. You know yourself. Nobody can catch you. Babala, you know how to use AI. The Lord help you. Now, in this study group, one of the things about the gift is that you need to listen to these few things. What is the gift about? Well, the gift is about industry focused case study challenge. All right. We're going to be giving us different industry problems to solve, and each of us are going to pick an industry and then we're going to get into it. All right. So, how does it work? A study body, and I should tell you, after this graduation ceremony, you officially become a study buddy. I start addressing you as study buddies because we're gonna be the same buddies studying together. So we become study buddies officially. All right. So the way it works is when we get to that part of the gifts, and it's just after 5 lessons. So you start to get ready. All right. After 5 days of lessons, so each person is going to pick an industry. So maybe you're interested in health, maybe you're interested in e-commerce, you're interested in finance, you're interested in fine akara, no wahala, you choose your industry. When you choose your industry, you're going to now choose a case study. In your case study, each industry is going to have 5 case study. Okay, let me say this slowly. Each industry is going to have 5 case studies. All right. I want to be sure my battery is not going down because if it goes down there, I feel fight. Okay, okay. Can fight. This call is being recorded. All right. All right. So each industry is going to have 5 case studies. So it means if you choose health, it's possible that you might not be doing the same case as another person that have chosen health. If you choose e-commerce, you'll be doing you'll be solving another problem instead of so that's the whole idea though. That's the idea. All right. So you're going to pick an industry, then you're going to pick a case study, then you're going to apply what you've learned in 5 topics. In the first 5 topics, in each quadrant, you're going to apply what you've learned in a quadrant to the what's the word, to that gift. So that's your gift one. So when you're going to have, and each gift is going to span for 3 days. So after 3 days, that's the deadline. Just 3 days. I'm not giving you 1 week. I remember in the last time I gave 1 week. Some people completed the work in 1 day. I was like, if people are vibrating in high frequency. So let me give you guys the high frequency from the beginning. So you have 3 days to complete a gift. 3 days. You have three days to complete a gift. After that 3 days, it closes. And if you don't submit within that 3 days, sorry, you've missed it, and it has been counted for you as one. All right, so you've missed one, you've increased your chance of living. You have just one battery left. If you do anyhow again, you collect two, and then suddenly you wake up in the morning, you refresh your WhatsApp, you search for Python, you not see it, then you know what to do when you get to that point. So I'll advise you now, prepare your mind. I'm not painting the study group. I'm not selling, I'm not marketing. I'm not marketing myself. I'm not marketing any brand. I'm just telling you that that is what the study group is about. So if you miss it, you are going home or you are going back to where you are coming from. Now, once you complete your study, your gifts, you're going to document it. You're going to post your work. You're going to document your work on GitHub, all right, and then you're going to share that work on LinkedIn. So on LinkedIn, you're going to blog about it. Oh, I worked on this industry. I worked on this case study, and I learned about this. I applied Python to this, just to show that you really have that. You have that knowledge. You didn't vibe code, you actually went through the thinking. You know those kind of way you write your content on LinkedIn now. You know, you write it, pouring out your background, your experience. Being very empathetic, as if you are trying to get somebody to take you out for a date. You know how you guys do that thing, right, on LinkedIn. Very, very feeling very very top of the world. Let's not go there. But then you go to put it on LinkedIn. You have to put it on LinkedIn because one of the criteria for graduation, I have to see your work on LinkedIn. All right. But you have to write your work on LinkedIn. You have to. It's a must. All right. So I need you to keep in mind while we are on the study group, as much as you take your lessons and you take the quiz, you take a screenshot and you send it to the community on the WhatsApp group, and then you tag me. All right, coach, I've done lesson one. No, better record it before I shoot you. You are allowed to call me out. You're allowed to call me out, but call me out with respect too, because if you don't even break the rule, you can still remove yourself. Okay, I won't do that. I won't do that. I won't do that. All right. I mean, if you know the study group, you already know me. I'm not. I can be serious, but at the same time, there's a way to follow me to get the best, to get my attention. There's a way. All right. So I'm just here to tell you that the study group has rules. All right. And every time that somebody shares their LinkedIn post of a particular gift to the WhatsApp group, all right, I will encourage everybody, please just get ready because you're going to like each other's posts and you're going to comment. You're going to say, "Hi, I see what you did. Well done. You worked the same project that I worked in. Look at your big leg. Look at your left ear. Your ear is big." And you put those funny emoji. You're cursing somebody. You're putting laughing emoji. Oga, nothing like that. Why? Who are you laughing with? When you have called me out. So that's what the study group is about, and that's what the gift is about. These are all the things that happen in the gift. All right. So if you want to take a screenshot of it, you can take it, but the material will also be uploaded on the course. When you join the course this night I'm going to onboard us into the Google Classroom so that we can start taking the lessons. I mean, so we can start with the first lesson. There's a lesson already waiting for you. So the moment you get into it tonight, the lesson starts, or get into it tomorrow. All right. So that's it. That's it. Now, after 10 days, we've said after 5 days, right? After 5 days is gifts. Then after 10 days, what happens? After 10 days, we are going to release a report. Each of us is going to get a report card. Who's excited about a report card? We didn't have a report card in the previous edition. It was in the graduation that I brought the reports, right? It was at the graduation I showed us a report, but we didn't get a report while we were learning. So some of us didn't even know how we were performing. But now, myself and my team, we are going to be creating a report card. Yes, some report card, report card is going to be there in your face. You had 65 out of average. You have 21, you have 15, you have 0. God forbid. I plead the blood of Jesus for you. You will not have 0. You will not have 0. But you are going to get a report card. You see your score. You will see your score, how you are performing. All right. So in that report card, you're going to see your score for all the lessons that you've covered. And this is within the next 10 days. Like every 10 days, you get a report card. All right. You will also see how you performed in the 2 case study. Remember that the 10 days is a combination of 2 case study, right? So it means you're going to see how you performed in your case study. And then you're going to see my feedback. I'm going to write a feedback in your report card telling you, Oga, better use your head. Let your head be correct. You can see, let your head be correct. You know those things that your lecturer will tell you, a very interesting student, keep it up. I don't also say keep it up. I tell you, let your head be correct. Better know what you are doing. Better open your sense. Better go and pray. I'll tell you, go and fast. If you go and fast, just be going to the mountain, sharp, sharp. The next morning, don't even wait. That's what your report card is going to look like. All right. It's going to be personalized to you. All right. And it's going to help you know what you're supposed to do in the next phase of the study group. Okay, so let's talk about the team project. All right, I've talked about the report card that you get after 10 days. Let's talk about the team project. Now, we said that everybody's going to be split into a team after 10 days. So, what does this mean? After 10 days, everybody's going to be broken into a team, and each team is going to focus on an industry. All right, now, those industries are going to have they're going to have things that you need to apply what you've learned in the past 10 days to. All right. Now, in your team, you're going to choose a captain. You're going to choose a captain. Something. Remember how your team did you, right? How they nearly how they nearly pissed you, right? You're going to have a team. Some people are just annoying. While everybody's working hard, they will just be ignoring messages. See, when is the deadline? They will say, I'm captain, my able captain. You know those kind of whining. We had team projects. You did not do the team project. You had a contribution. You did not do your contribution. You are not coming the night before presentation to say, hey guys, let's be ready. Let's be ready tomorrow. Okay, when we get there, we will cross it. But you're gonna have a team project. Each person is gonna have a team, all right. And in your team, you guys are going to collaborate together to work on a project that will be given to you. Okay, and don't forget, there's going to be a deadline as well. So your team project is not forever. All right, the deadline is just 1 week, or it might be 2 weeks. All right, it might be 2 weeks for those of us that I'm still going to tell you the number of days it takes to do the team project when we get there. All right, so I'm not saying it now so that I don't scare a lot of us, because I've been saying deadline. Some people are already cracking their gun like, Timothy, if I catch you for Junction, oh, this guy. Some of you know how to crack guns. Let's not go there. May the Lord help us. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. When you're done with your team project, you're going to document your work on GitHub again. So you see that you're going to be doing a lot of posting on GitHub and LinkedIn. You can see it. You're going to be posting a lot on GitHub and LinkedIn. So you're going to document your work again on GitHub. You're going to document your work again on LinkedIn. You're going to share the link to the community. Everybody's going to like, comment, and celebrate each other. And that's how we're going to even build ourselves while learning here and online as well on LinkedIn. And then your team is going to come and do a presentation. You guys are going to come and present it. Now, during your presentation, you're going to present before a panelist. Now, there are two types of panelists. So let's talk about it. When you do your first team presentation, you're going to be presenting your work to data professionals, data scientists, machine learning engineers, data analysts, like senior guys. But when you do your second project, this time around, your presentation on your second project is not going to be to data guys. It's going to be industry leaders, people that are in healthcare, people that are in e-commerce, people that are in the digital space or whatever space that is their niche. So it means they won't even care about your Python, whether your Python is working or is not working. What they are going to care about is if they really understand what you have done. How many of us remember that experience? Like, you loved the experience. Just use the reaction. You enjoyed it. It was so good. Like, I enjoyed it to the point that it has inspired another project that I'm currently working on that we're going to launch maybe in a couple of months from now, but we're currently building it. All right. It's called AfriSites. So that was how good the platform was. We had industry leaders. They came on the platform, they shared their experience, they told us what they think we can do better as the data guys, and it did help us. So that's how the project is going to go. Then when we come back to the third project, data professionals. First project, industry leaders. So it means you're going to be meeting data professionals, industry leaders, data professionals until your head opens. So if you say you have coconut head, they agree. They agree. You go vibe code. You go, Oga, you're not vibe coding anything. You're going to do the coding with your head in this study group. And if you vibe code, lucky you, you have escaped the wrath of, let's not go there. You have escaped the wrath, I just know that you have escaped. Now, we're going to be sending reminders on the community. All right. There's going to be reminders of deadlines. So nobody will say, hey, I did not know, chai. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. There's a reminder on the group. As long as you pin the group to your chat, you're going to see reminders. All right. There's going to be announcements. There's going to be polls. I mean, some of you are already seeing the polls already. You're already seeing the polls, right? I'm always doing polls to know what you think, because we have a lot of people in the group. So I don't want to make the message to be flooded with chat. So I just use polls. So you're going to be seeing a lot of polls. These polls are what we're going to use to, check in with us to know how we're learning, get our feedback, and, keep the pulse in the community. We're going to keep the MTM pulse. Okay, let's not go there. We're going to keep the pause without the MTN. All right. So When it comes to reminders, expect reminders at the beginning of the week and at the end of the week. All right. Especially reminders about the policy, the rules. I know it might be easy to forget the rules. It might be very easy to forget the rules. You can just chop bread and buns and forget. You can just sip a cup of tea, and forget the rules as you're sipping your tea. But that would not happen to you. Because if it happened to you, you're going back to where you come from. But there's going to be reminders as much as so that you don't forget the rules, so you don't forget our policy, so you don't forget what it is that you have to do to get the best here. All right. Okay. Now, after tonight's onboarding, what next? But let me be sure you guys are still with me. If you're still with me, use the reaction button. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm making sense, but I know I'm making sense because I mean I always make sense. Yeah, so thank you very much, Alice. I know that a good number of us are with me. Now, after this onboarding, after tonight, what next? After this ceremony, what next? Well, you're going to be getting into the Google Classroom. All right. The deadline for joining the classroom is Monday by 12 p.m. West African time. Let me say it again. The deadline. This is your first deadline. No? The deadline for joining the Google Classroom is Monday, 12 p.m. West African time. So you have the whole weekend. If you say we know the agree, we know the agree, okay, I better agree and go and join the classroom when it comes up. Because you are going to see yourself not accepted when the classroom close. When the door closes, I will reverse every single thing and you will not have the link to join again. So I will encourage you when the link is shared, just even if you are frying egg, bring the egg down, join, continue your egg frying. Because you will not say because you're frying egg, that's why you miss it. You can't be frying egg for 24 hours. Okay, I've said it. You can't fry egg. If you are very busy, just take 2 minutes, click the link, join the classroom. That's it. Because there will not be excuse. Oh, Timothy, I fell from the mountain, and while I was coming down, you closed the group. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I am very sorry. It's so easy to say sorry, but you've missed an opportunity. But you can join back though. There's an re-entry fee. But I will just encourage you now. Tell yourself this study group is me and you. See, this program is over. All right. Now, once you get into the study group, you're going to complete 20 lessons. The lessons are not all at once. So, no, it's not all at once. So, don't guys expect that you see all the 20 lessons there. You will see lesson one. You see the deadline that the lesson is closing. You start working towards it. When it closes, that's it. You have missed the lesson. Second, as the lesson is closing, lesson two is uploaded. You take lesson two. When the deadline is closing, you start to don't wait till deadline before you adjust your belt. If not, you will choke. You will choke. You know how it feels. I remember how I used to see a lot of people. Ah, let me not even talk. 11:45, 11:50. I'll be hearing notification on my phone. Grung, 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 grung. What's going on? You guys are sending in because you know that it's going to close in the next 5 minutes. I'll be like, ah, so you people can take this thing serious like this. So don't wait for deadline, else it's going to choke you. When the lesson is open and you see that the lesson is open, just schedule your time. Okay, I'm going to take the lesson tomorrow in the afternoon. I'm going to take the lesson before I go to bed tonight. I'll take the lesson because if you sleep 2 times, the lesson have closed. Let me just give you the trick. If you sleep 2 times, this night and tomorrow night, as you are going to bed in the second night, yeah, the lesson is closed. The lesson is closing. Okay, so you know that feeling, right? When you are see that you've missed lesson 3, lesson 5, lesson 8, lesson 12. You'll be like, how am I missing all this lesson? That's because you're too busy for the study group. So don't be too busy for the study group, okay? Create time, take the lesson. After we are done with lesson 1 to 5, there's going to be a quiz. I mean, there's going to be a gift. All right. After every lesson, there's going to be a quiz. All right. So you want to look out for that. After every lesson, there's a quiz. So you take the quiz and you send the screenshot to the group and you tag me. That's what this point is saying. Take a screenshot, tag me to that message immediately as you are taking the quiz. You are taking the screenshot as you are completing this quiz. You are taking the screenshots where the score is. You are taking the screenshot where the score is. You are taking the screenshot where the score is. It's not about who gets 100 and who don't get 100. It's about consistency on a path till you complete the journey. So take the quiz, take the screenshots. That screenshot, bring it to the group, tag me. That's it. That's it. And I know what I do when I say it. Okay. Every lesson closes within 48 hours. I'm saying it again. Every lesson closes in 48 hours. If you don't take it within 48 hours, that's it. Okay, so what are the platforms that we're going to be using here? What are the platforms? Well, I should just tell you, we're going to be using the Google Classroom. So it's in the Google Classroom, you're going to be taking the lessons. It's in the Google Classroom, you're going to be finding all the materials per lesson. It's in the Google Classroom, you're going to be taking the quiz, and then you take that screenshot and come to the WhatsApp and send it and tag me. All right. The WhatsApp group, of course, we're going to be using WhatsApp community, right? The goal of the WhatsApp community is to make sure that everybody is here, seeing the consistency, seeing the updates. When you have a question, you post it, you tag me, or you tag any admin. All right, there are going to be admins on the group. All of my team members are going to be made an admin. Sorry, I don't think I've made them admins yet. I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry to my team. Yeah, I'm sorry to my team. I know they are here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm very sorry. All right, so I'm going to add them. So you can reach out to any admin. In case you reach out to me, I'm inside. I'm inside the shoe. I'm inside the shoe. I'm dusting my shoe. Just text any or the other admin because I can be busy sometimes. But I'll try as much as to be there for the community and for the study group, like I always do. All right. We're gonna be having our review calls every Friday, 9 p.m. on Google Meet. This same link. This same link. Some people will say this link no the old. Yes, the link no the old. The old. The link does not get old. We keep using this link until the Python study group is over. So we're going to be using this link on all our review calls. All right. Now let's talk about the environment. Now I noticed that some of us already have some things on our system. Jupyter Notebook, VS Code, or any other environment that we write Python, even Google Colab. Now, I would not encourage you to use Google Colab. Why? Because it has an AI assistant. It has a copilot in it. And I don't encourage you guys to learn to use AI when you're learning to code at this stage of your skills. So I will encourage that everybody, and if you don't have any environment, don't worry. I'm going to send a link and a video on how to download Jupyter Notebook, because it's a Jupyter Notebook that we're going to be using. All right. Jupyter Notebook, because I don't want you to interact with AI. I want you to learn this for yourself. I want you to look at your errors, understand the errors, and use the errors to solve your problem. But if you carry Colab, trust me, AI is there, smiling, eating chim chim. And it's also on VS Code. Exactly. So I don't know. If you notice you're using an environment that has AI, just minimize it. Go and download Jupyter Notebook. I'm going to send an Anaconda environment. And for those of us that okay, I'm going to send an Anaconda environment so that you can download Anaconda straight up. Because you guys are learning Python for data science and machine learning and data analytics. You're not learning it for mobile app or building framework or doing embedded system. You're learning it for um, data science. So you should use the environment that enables libraries for data science without you having to install those libraries. So I will encourage us Jupyter Notebook. When you get into the classroom, you're going to see a lesson on how to set up your environment. And if you do it and it's not clear, of course, you have my contact. You can come into my DM, schedule a call, and I'll try as much as to guide you on how to go about it. All right. So try to get into the classroom this weekend so that if you have any issues, any environment you have to set up, use the weekend to set it up. Are we still together, guys? Okay. And then LinkedIn is another environment that you're going to be, of course, I've been saying LinkedIn. Even myself, even my mouth is paining me from saying LinkedIn. Well, you know what to do with LinkedIn. GitHub, you know what we do with GitHub. So I've been preaching it. It's not branding. No, I'm just telling you that you are going to be putting your work. I'm not selling GitHub or LinkedIn, but that's where we're going to be putting our work on, right? Because we need to put our work out there. We need to build our online presence, our visibility. And for those of us that prefer other platforms, you like X, you like that banter on X, is to increase your, is to take your adrenaline to the next level. Oshe, you better remember it's LinkedIn and GitHub are using. No, if you put it on X, it's for you and your banter brethren. X is not the environment here. But you can put it on X too. But if you put it on X too, all right, you could also tag me. You could also tag, SmartBizCrux, and the post would be reposted, we will comment and just recognize your post. But the main platform that we use is LinkedIn and GitHub. I know some of you use that platform, Instagram. I know. I'm also on Instagram too, but okay, let's not go there. All right, so these are the environments that we're going to be using, okay? And that's all the most important thing you need to know about the study group. Phew, phew. I don't need talk sense. Me say don't tire. But this is the summary. So if you did not hear anything, your left ear is paining you, your left hand is shaking. So you do not hear anything, hear the summary. What you will gain from this study group is the summary. One, GitHub repo. I'm sure that when you're done with this program, you're going to have a GitHub repository of different projects where you're going to really showcase your ability to write Python code, understand Python code, optimize the code with so much confidence, more like a boss, more like, I know what I'm doing. This one is not beginner. I have projects. Okay, calm down. I know what I'm doing. It's Python. I've been there. I have projects. I've worked on this. I've worked on that. I've even worked on a case study. You know how people used to brag out? How they used to brag out? I've worked on two case studies. There was one case study I worked on. The fish was flying in the in the sky. I've not even seen that case study before. Well, you can brag about that on your GitHub. All right. And then you're gonna come up with the portfolio. All right. You're gonna have 4 team projects and you're gonna have industry projects. All right. I could just summarize it that way. You're gonna earn a badge, right? The badge is not to the certificate. The certificate shows that you've earned it. You are not just given because you joined Smart Discourse Data Community and you got no. It will be, in fact, when you look at the certificate, you yourself you'll be like, phew, Timothy, don't ever bring when one of my study buddies saw the study group. He was like, no, Timothy, you're not gonna kill me twice in a year. No, I'm not doing it again. I'm going to go and catch my breath. He wants to go and catch his breath, only for me to see that he has signed up. I said, boy, sha. You say you want to catch your breath, you have joy. Well, the study group will really show and bring out a lot of amazing things about you that you did not know because it's going to stretch you. So the certificate is going to show that you've actually earned it and it's going to be recognized by the organization, which is a data analytics firm. All right. So you're going to also have a digital badge. Every member of the study group that graduates have to get a digital badge. It's a study group badge. If you go to the website, you should see it there. That's the link that you signed up for the study group. You see it there. All right. It's a badge that shows that you are actually a study group body. Like you really came for the study group. You completed the study group. You pushed yourself. There's nobody that go through the study group that would not say, I learned how to be confident in my skills. Nobody. Even before you get to the end of your study, you'll be very confident in your skills because you would do things that will stretch you and all the doubts that you have about yourself. If you can really be a good analyst, if you can actually be proud of yourself, all of those fears will go away because the study group will stretch you. All right. And you're going to build your network. All right. You're going to build your professional visibility on LinkedIn. These are the things you're going to gain. These 6 things. I mean, it's not story. It's not vibes. I don't even think I'm a vibe person. I'm not a vibe person. I like to go out there, do what I want, get it done, move on. That's why sometimes if I'm very busy, it's because I'm doing something that is really taking my life. sometimes I have messages I've not replied to, and sometimes my message man I might not reply immediately. Just check in with me again. All right. If you text me, I'm not replying. It means something I've stolen my attention. Because I try to reply messages, but if I don't, it means something I've stolen my attention. So just check in again, just to re-emphasize that, Coach Alpha, I see the wait for you. All right. And if you ever feel like you are not motivated again, you are losing your energy, just come into my DM. Let me lay hand on you. Let me speak in tongues. And release the power upon you to come back again. But don't go and wait when you have missed one. You have 1 point, like you have 1 point left. You come to my DM. It's not lay hand, I'll lay hand. Oh. I'll sit you down. I'll tell you, let your head be correct. What's your problem? I'll talk to you. Okay, so don't wait till that time. The moment you notice that, I'm not having interest in this thing again. What's going on? Coach, coach. Hey, I'll see you, my dear. All right, so the study group is free, all right. But the certificate and the digital batch is not. All right. We just want to have something to keep you committed. And if you decide to, I mean, I know you will not decide to just break the rules, but if anything happen and you miss it, all right, just know that for you to join back, you have to pay 5K. All right. So this is strictly for 100 people. All right. Minus the team members, This is for 100 people. Okay. So try as much as to take it serious. All right. This is not just another free course, I should tell you. This is a commitment to your growth. This is you saying, I want to really grow in this thing. This is the second quarter of the year. This is the second half of the year. All right. You've tried. You've always wanted to learn this thing. You've always wanted to be good in this thing. This is it. This is it. You said don't try. You said don't try. You just do this thing. I sometimes I don't like when I see beginners. 6 months, you're still a beginner. 1 year, you're still a beginner. Kilo, beginning. What are you beginning? God, give up. Just give up. Because you can't keep being a beginner for that long. You need something that will take you, learn, build project, build portfolio, push your work, move on, apply for opportunity. There's so many opportunities out there, but you're not confident enough because you feel like, I don't have the skills. You don't have something to show. So please, this is not a free course. Because if it was a free course, you all have access to courses. I mean, I know a lot of you that have courses, like there are plenty. You have a whole YouTube playlist of videos. They are just there. YouTube playlist is plenty. Alex the analyst is there. You have enough content to learn, but you chose to be here. So let it count. And if it doesn't count for you, and you are removed, just tell yourself, let me do this one. Not me. Let me do this one. Just tell yourself, let me do this one. All right. So this is a platform to help you grow, to be consistent. So you want to ask yourself, are you ready? Are you ready to share what you learn here? Are you ready to learn, first of all? Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to share? Are you ready to apply consistency in what you're doing? Are you ready to show up every Friday, 9 p.m. West African time for review course? Are you ready to take the lessons? Are you ready to push yourself? Go on. If you are ready, this is where you want to be. I can promise you that. Officially, welcome to Python Study Group. My name is Timothy, and I am so excited to begin this course with you. I cannot tell you how much plan is in place. This thing is not just presentation. We'll see. This is not slide. This is not slideshow. I'm not selling shoe. I'm bag. I'm telling you that you're about to enter something that is going to stretch you. So let your head be correct. Let your head better be correct. Because I won't pay all the sacrifice and you will not take this thing serious. All right. So this is actually an opportunity to learn and have access to someone you can ask question. And as well, learn from a community. People say learn from community, but I've not really seen that learning. I hope that you're able to really learn here. Thank you very much. And you have my contacts. You can easily reach out. You are in the group. You can easily tag me and any of my other team members. Phew. How did they do that thing? Phew. 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 All right, guys. Question. If you have a question, raise your hand. I was supposed to end by 10:30, which was supposed to be an hour and 30 minutes, but we had to do the pass the mic, pass the mic, pass the mic, hello, pass the mic, pass the mic, pass the mic. So we had to do pass the mic so that we can hear from each other. But this is it, guys. You're about to get into it. So, question. Anybody with a question, you could raise your hand. Anybody with a question, you could raise your hand. Okay, I think there was a question in the comments. So I'm just gonna go through the comments, and if you don't want to say it, you could just type it. All right. So I'm gonna be reading the comment right about now. I can hear you clearly. Move. Mm, I prefer this. Both works. Okay. Someone without data analytics skills learn Python or machine learning? Yes, actually. But if you brush through data analytics, I will encourage you to brush through data analytics to have like a conceptual understanding of the fundamentals of data analytics, where we talk about there are different types of data: structured, unstructured. There are different types of data analytics: descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, prescriptive. Data can be manipulated. Learn those basics. Just go through a crash course. If you want me to recommend a course for you to just brush through, because you don't have a foundation in data, that's fine. So you just come to my DM. I recommend you a course. It's just a crash course, maybe 3 hours, 2 hours. You just watch the crash course, and while you watch it, you're going to learn some things. And if I recommend a course for you, you will come back to me and tell me this is what I learned, and then I will set up a quiz for you. I'll test your understanding. If I'm not impressed, you go back and watch that thing again. I mean, some of you already know how I do it, right? If I'm not impressed with something, you will keep doing it again and again. Sometimes, afana. I mean, no, afana. You keep doing it again and again and again and again
Yeah.
and again and again and again and again and again until I feel you've done it to some level of perfection. I'm not a perfectionist, though, but you shall go walk. You go shall walk. You shower. Yes, weekends, but there's nothing like Monday to Friday. Every day you're learning. Yeah, weekend is part of it. Right. Weekend is part of it. I'm using this weekend to give us the opportunity to get into the Google Classroom once the link is dropped tonight. All right. We don't have break. Break. Well, when you are taking your team project after 10 days, you can sip a cup of tea, buy yourself shawarma, recognize yourself, appreciate yourself. But me, I'm not giving you break. Yes, I'm sorry, no break. But when you are doing your team projects, you guys are going to split the work among yourself. Some people might be frying eggs, some people might be boiling fish. You guys can tell yourself, oh, at the restaurant already, call my name. Call me twice, I'll answer once. Because I feel they sleep when you call me once. All right. So yes, weekend is part of it. There's no break. There's no break. All right. Any question to answer? I am really excited. Thank you, Victor. Oh, Victor, more than excited. Yeah, there is a lot to do. I promise you. You guys are really going to learn a lot. I think I should. There's and also whatever we do is going to be on YouTube, right? We always have the recordings. I try as much as to record. I might not be able to record so many things because many things are flying over my head, but I'll try as much as to record. The review calls, but don't miss it. All right. I'll try to record review calls. I'll try to, all the presentation that we do will all be recorded. So you can always go back to YouTube on our YouTube community page. You see the recording of you and your team. You watch it again and again. You listen to it and all that. Please, sir, can someone get an intro after doing the? Of course, yes, you can. Let me tell you, to get into a role, what you need is to show that you have the technical and the non-technical skills, which is what your project is going to reflect. Do you understand? If you have built your project and your projects are good, what you should do is start looking for opportunities. All right. You don't need to go and take it another course. I can promise you that. In fact, let me even tell you guys, I have people from the study group that before they finished the study group, they already had opportunity because what they were learning in the study group was something that they could present it in their organization and in the opportunity that they applied for, and it got them. All right. It was something I was saying. I was like, so you're leaving me because you're seeing job now. Wow, this life. And they left, they didn't finish, and so their certificate is still there. But they all left. So yes, you can apply for entry roles. In fact, you can apply for internship while you're on the study group self, you know. And let me even tell you something. One of the internships I applied for while I was applying for one of my internship for quantum machine learning, I stated the study group as one of the platform that has helped me learn how to learn growth, how that have pushed me. And only like that gave me a chance. About 100 and something people applied, 81 was selected, and it was global. Only three Nigerians, and I was one of the guys on the team just because of my application. And I mentioned the study group was one of the environment that have stretched me. So you can even be in the study group, sharing your work and showing application, right? The study group has a lot to teach you. I'm honest, but I'm being honest now. It has a lot to teach you about diligence, discipline, commitment, consistency, focus, plus the project too, So you can apply. I'm telling you, it's working for me. All right. I would not bring people together and just waste your time. I'm not I'm not here to say, okay, let me share my skills. I have classes and people I mentor, but the study group is not like that kind of platform. It's where I tend to help other people get better. And I do it on a large scale. I don't do it on a small scale, on a large scale. That's why we have a lot of people here for it. So it means if you decide to now break a rule, so your own terms and condition now, my hands are not there. All right, guys. 10:45 must not meet me on this call because I have a team meeting waiting for me to, and I have a deadline this night to finish a project. So I'm going to talk to us on the community once I have a chance before going to bed. All right. The recording will be available on the Google Classroom. I'm going to send the link to the Google Classroom this night. All right. So that we can all get into it. For those of us that are new to Google Classroom, I'm going to recommend a video when I make the post so that you would see a video to watch and then go to the Google Classroom and interact with it. That's the reason why I didn't send the video since, because I feel like if I send the video, you might just watch the video and then where's the classroom to go and practice. So I'm hoping that when we send the Google Classroom tonight, a lot of us will be able to what's the word? A lot of us will be able to join the Google Classroom. All right, guys. Thank you so much for creating the time to join. My name is Timothy. I cannot wait to see what we become after the study group. I cannot wait to, give you the best in what have helped me go this far. And I hope that you also take advantage of this. Be an opportunist. Be an opportunist. When you see opportunity, take it. Take it. Be an opportunist. If you have to tear my shirt, tear my shirt. Just take your advantage. Because I promise you, you might not have an opportunity like this for someone to really break things down, create a platform to help you push. I mean, out there is sales. But if you really want to build your skills, I feel this study group is it. In the next study group, it's going to be paid. Let me just tell you now, it's not going to be free. Because if we put all this work together, we would want to monetize it. So you that is here, it's going to be paid. Next study group is going to be like 30K, 40K, 50K. So you that is here now, just take advantage of it. Take advantage of the certificate, take advantage of the digital batch. Because when you say, I'll join next edition, okay, he that have ears. See, yeah, be an opportunity, take advantage of this thing. And I will see us in the community. Good night, guys. Have a lovely evening. Take good care of yourself and your loved ones too. And don't forget to close your eyes when you sleep. Good night, guys.